Smythe host of the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.
Welcome to the Team Podcast, episode 049. My name is Nash, host of the Team Podcast. And with me, as always, my co-host, Wells of the Horseplay Podcast.
What's up?
And on the ones and twos, we got the great DJ Smythe.
Not a DJ.
What is going on, guys?
It's the holiday season. Christmas is a-coming, and I feel all happy right now.
Well, Christmas is kind of here, no?
No, it's not here till next week. And
It's next week.
Yeah, whatever. You know what? I feel kind of good about it.
What's so good about it?
Everyone's happy.
Wells doesn't look very happy.
Wells is happy. I was happy, so I've seen Wells in a while.
What? I'm just sitting here.
Smile. Look at him. See a smile on his face. I don't know. It's just, it feels good right now in the next couple of weeks. And it's not snowing and it's not freezing cold, so it's like...
Well, it's snowing a bit outside.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, everything.
I don't know if it's going to stick, but it is snowing outside a little bit.
We've got nothing so far this year. It's great.
Well, winter doesn't really start. I was hanging out with Corey. Shout out to Corey. He's down for the holidays. So I was talking to
Down
Corey.
again, eh?
Down again. I don't know why I just didn't live here. Yeah, winter doesn't. I always say winter starts after Super Bowl. Like once Super Bowl's done, that's when the real winter
February,
hits.
March, and then it's over?
But that's when the snow hits, no?
Yeah, it does snow around that time. You're right.
It's just because it's all gloomy and dark because football's over.
Yeah.
And I'm basically waiting for summer. And I'm like trudging through. That's when I start pay more attention to basketball at that point.
That's when you care about the NBA?
I kind of have like a cycle. Like I care about football, then hockey,
Then basketball.
then basketball. Then I'm like, okay, let's get to the playoffs. I'm over this now.
Yeah, it's time.
That's kind of like my cycle. So that's about it. What's going on with you, Wells? Anything exciting? Except for work as usual.
Yeah, man.
This time of year for you, man.
Yeah, it's almost done. I've got 10 of the next 12 days off after tomorrow. Got lucky, gonna get a nice little vacay in Florida for
nice.
Almost a week, and might catch Bucks versus the Falcons there. The last game of the year for them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're looking at going to that and doing some other stuff. Probably Topgolf.
So you're going to Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah,
Did they play in Tampa Bay?
Yeah. They play at
They do?
Raymond
They-
James
okay.
Stadium. They play in Tampa, and then
Football, you kind of got to ask those questions.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
It's like-
you got to ask them.
I know they
Do
play for the
actually-
city, but do they play in the city?
yeah, they play there. So we're gonna do Tampa and then go to Orlando, and then I'll be at home.
Any Lightning's game? Any lightning games there?
Nah, I haven't looked at it.
No. That's one that I haven't seen the Panthers or because when last time I went to Miami.
Panthers.
Last time I went to Miami, I realized the Panthers play like.
Oh, Florida Panthers.
Yeah, Florida Panthers. Excuse
Yeah.
me. Last time I went to Miami, I realized that the Panthers play like 45 minutes or an hour outside the city. I'm like, I'm not going to that game.
Why would I go see them ever?
Yeah, I don't. Well, why does anyone?
Yeah,
Everyone has the
allocation
same
sucks.
mentality.
That's one of the biggest things in sports. Like Toronto, we're kind of blessed. We're like
Blessed.
well, all the teams,
Hashtag blessed.
all the teams virtually play like downtown. You get on the subway and you go, and it stops where the teams are for the most part.
Yeah.
The Jays got to walk a bit.
What?
A bit.
A little bit. Well, no. It's
Not
like
really,
I said,
man.
no,
Take
not
the
really.
King streetcar, and I'm there in
not
like
really.
15 minutes.
Not really. Because the ACC or Scotiabank Center now and the Rogers Center, they're what? 5 minutes apart?
Yeah,
Walking
well,
distance?
what I call like, so Union Station, you go to Union Station and you're at where the Raps and the Leafs play, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
And then
I
the
think they
Skyway,
designed it that
the
way on
Skyway's
purpose.
like
Yeah.
a 10, 15-minute walk, basically. But I'm saying
I
they're all.
don't
they're all-
understand why they. Well, this is during the dome days. They should have had a stop like underneath the dome or
Yeah,
something like
we
that.
were smart.
If they were smart, but I guess they didn't think about that back then in the 80s.
15-minute walk, you know.
But like places like Detroit, there again, everything's in walking vicinity.
Yeah, they're complex.
Well, they have the arena, the football stadium, and the baseball stadium are all like right there.
The stadium, both the stadiums, the baseball and the football, right across the street from each other, and just go just a little bit down, and you'll get to the hockey arena, basketball arena.
Yeah.
Cleveland, both in the same vicinity.
Well, the Browns play kind of far away, though.
No, it's
they're
just
right in the
it's
water.
it's the north end of the city. Like the baseball and the arena are back to back, but the football stadium's like just north. It's about a 15-minute
You
walk.
walk
Yeah.
right outside the basketball stadium, so you're looking
football.
right at the football.
Yeah.
You're walking right.
The
You're looking right at the
you
baseball stadium.
could be sitting first base out. You can see the other arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's smart.
Which is kind of I've always tell people in Toronto because the dome is what 30 years old now or approaching 30 years old.
Yeah, it's
And everyone's like, "Oh, we need a new dome. We're gonna make." I'm like, they're never moving.
unless they're gonna just
never gonna move
unless
it.
the Jays just don't play for 4 years while they build.
It's
a
in a
new one.
perfect location. Now a lot of people want to put it uptown, which is again I think 45 minutes,
Yeah,
maybe or
doesn't make
30
any
minutes
sense. Where?
away. Downsview.
Yeah, no one's gonna go.
People will go.
Yeah,
it won't be as good. No, I don't know. Like I went like the luxury of, like I said, 15 minutes from my door.
That's the only reason I go.
Yeah.
And the people with disposable income all live there.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think if you put it at Downsview, enough people could go to games, but I don't know if they're baseball fans.
Well, you always get baseball fans, and people will be fans, but it's just like most sports teams want to be downtown.
Yeah,
that's the disposable income.
Yeah,
right. That's people with all the disposable income.
I'm just trying to think of like all the baseball stadiums, and most of them are downtown, right? You have 81 games to host, right? You want to have it as convenient as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Baseball's also been around the longest, so they've had
not necessarily, but
they've had first dibs on where the arenas are, basically.
Yeah, but that wasn't always the thought when they first built these these stadiums and stuff like that. But now it's like the thing to do. Like you look at the football team in New York, both of them, they play in New Jersey.
Yeah, wow. Well.
Like the only arena in New York downtown is Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
because the Yankees play in the Bronx, I believe.
Yep.
Because they built a new stadium right across the street from the old one. Yeah.
The Mets play in Queens.
Yeah. Which again, they're big population hubs, but I would guess they would want him like in Manhattan type thing. So,
I don't know. What about the Brooklyn arena?
Brooklyn is in Brooklyn, obviously, but yeah, it's
hot take.
Yeah. Brooklyn obviously is in Brooklyn. Well, apparently Brooklyn's like the spot to live now. Like it's the cool, happening spot to live in New York now.
Yeah,
I haven't been, but
because people who can't afford Manhattan live in Brooklyn.
Well, apparently you can't even afford to live in Brooklyn.
Yeah, exactly. Brooklyn's becoming.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like the dome, like the Sky Dome, the Rogers Center, like it's not going anywhere.
No,
it's not.
All they can do is
make sense.
They can just improve it.
Yeah,
that's it. Shut down half of it for 1 year, fix the other half up. All we need is bars in a club. Like, come on, let's be honest here.
The biggest thing, I don't even know if they were the first ones to start this. No, I definitely think they were not the first ones to start it. The what do they call that in the back in the outfield?
The Jumbotron?
No. Where everyone just stands around. They call it something else.
There's area everywhere. I forget what it's called though now. You too.
The flight deck?
Yeah.
Is it called the flight deck? Because I remember it was like the WestJet flight deck or something like that.
Yeah.
It's flight deck. Okay.
Almost every stadium has an area like that now.
Or every stadium wants to have that now.
Oh yeah. It's brilliant.
Because it makes it so much more easier. Like you can just buy a ticket anywhere and just walk in and just hang out.
And they're also where no one wants to pay for tickets. You gotta think of it that way too. Those are the worst seats in the house, basically, right? You're as far away from the home plate as possible. You're getting
the worst.
Yeah. You need binoculars.
Kind of. Okay, I guess. More screens, I always say, in that place, though. More screens. I hate when I have to like turn around and like try and figure out where. Like, could I see live action?
Well, it'd be better if the screen was on the other side because the screen is above that, which makes it the worst seat even more. I know.
But just more screens around. Because again, like when I was in Detroit, they just had screens everywhere. There's nowhere you could not watch the game.
Yeah.
So, whatever. I had a question for you guys. Your toilet paper.
Okay.
Do you put the flap over or under?
This is hotly debated.
Highly debated.
Who cares?
No, this is highly debated, my friend.
What does it matter? You're wiping your ass. Why do you have? Do you need to have it a certain way before you grab it and tear apart your butthole?
Upset,
here's the thing.
Who gets upset?
It's the right way is over because we put it.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, because if you put it under, it might run and then just like running, your toilet paper is all over the ground, and then you have to like re-scoop up the toilet paper, and it's weird. So like,
do you know which way it is in your house?
No, it's whichever way it goes on. It's half the time it's not even on the roll. It's like sitting beside it.
Do you ever take some off and then the rest just rolls off?
No, man, it's toilet. What? I don't understand.
You clearly don't care about this as much as other people do.
Yo, I care about toilet paper when it's there. That's it. I'm glad it's there. Half the time I'm wondering if I even have any, but it's there. So that's it. That's all my concerns about toilet paper are. You guys are talking about which way it's going?
Oh yes,
this is
highly debated, my friend. There are even people. There's even a section of the population that will go into your house, see that it is not up or over, and they will flip it.
Come on.
They will go into your house and flip the toilet paper.
Someone has changed your toilet paper. You don't know, but someone's gone to your house and done it. I guarantee it.
Are you one of those people that go in?
No, I wouldn't do that. I don't think so. But
what is this?
When someone has it under, maybe I am. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I like it over.
See?
And apparently, if it's over or under, it tells you a lot about yourself.
Oh, no.
So if it's like over, you're more of a dominant person. If it's under, you're more of a submissive person. I don't know if all these things are true.
That is amazing.
I'm telling you, go on Reddit and just like find a subreddit of like toilet paper. It will go on for days.
I feel like we need a picture of everyone's toilet paper now.
No, we don't.
Just immediately go in your house, take a picture, and just send if it's over or under.
Over or under.
Unbelievable, guys.
I'm telling you, it's very debatable.
Is your TP on top or on the bottom?
Ask your circle of friends, Wells.
No, I won't ask my circle of friends about anything regarding toilet paper.
We're gonna ask for it.
Low key, I'm going to ask people tomorrow.
All right, guys. Any recommends or warrant for you guys this week? Smythe, you got anything?
I got nothing this week.
Seriously?
I have one thing, but I don't know if I don't have it yet, so I can't really recommend it. I want it, and I think everyone should have one.
Didn't you go to a ballet or something yesterday?
Yeah, that's my niece, the Nutcracker. It was nice. The Nutcracker. Have you guys been before? The first.
Wait, you went yesterday?
Yeah.
Was no, that was the day before.
No, not that.
Austin
one.
Matthews.
No, we were in St. Catharines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, the first act is like a story, and the second act's just like the main ballet dancers doing ballerina solos.
I seen it like once in high school.
Ballerina solos are not that interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even the spectacle and the artistry of it.
No, there's nothing I want to watch of it. Mind you,
What is the story of the Nutcracker?
What? You serious?
It's kind of like what is it like? He wants to be a real person. Is that it?
No, it's the Care Bears version.
It's called Pinocchio.
That's the good version of it, the Care Bear version. The actual story of the Nutcracker is there's a house, I guess, a bunch of orphan kids, and there's a girl, and some guy breaks a bunch of dolls, and this girl has a Nutcracker that came in her suitcase. She came over there. Mean girl throws it in the fire. Nutcracker doll burns up. She cries. Everyone goes to bed. She has a dream. The Nutcracker's alive. They all hang out together. And a bunch of dancing happens. And then she wakes up, and her Nutcracker doll that she thought was destroyed by the girl is in her hands. Story done.
All right.
And this is like big during Christmas.
Yeah, it's a Christmas story.
Why?
Because
It's
kids get dolls for
tradition,
Christmas.
Do you watch Home Alone every holiday?
Do you watch Die Hard every year?
Man, we talked about this last week.
Well,
but-
Exactly. That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
why are you
But like, what's okay? Anyways,
What's so it's on Christmas time. It's during Christmas.
got it.
Got it. Oh, before you go into your recommends or warrants, I forgot there's something I want to bring up. Did you guys see that poster of Aladdin?
Yeah,
Oh my god, man, get out of here.
it's rough.
Man, that thing is getting torn up on the internet right now.
It's hard. It's very hard to bring alive stuff like that. Like, no one's gonna like it. The best one, do you think so far? I thought the best one so far was the first one. Was Jungle Book.
I never saw it. I'm not going to watch any of these things. Apparently, they've all been good. So
First
I
time?
None of these kids have seen
I swear you said you're gonna go see it.
No. I will not watch those Disney movies. No. I said Aladdin was my favorite Disney movie.
Doesn't mean I'm going to watch it.
I'm not. I have yet to watch any of these remakes.
Out of respect to Robin Williams, I'll go watch Will Smith play Homage as the genie.
See, and we had this discussion already. It's either he's going to copy it and people aren't going to like it, or he's going to come up with his own thing and people aren't going to like it.
Yeah, it's a tribute. I want to see the tribute. That's
all right. So Smite's going to go see it. I know Wells ain't going to go see
I'm going to see them
Disney thanks you for your money.
all of it because you're giving all of it.
I'm going to see all of them.
You're giving all of it your money. And did you guys see the Men in Black trailer?
Yeah, I just watched it.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad.
Based on what?
But what do you mean based on what? Did you see it? Like
Yeah.
I was like, okay, they're really doing it. Like, oh, here Liam Neeson's in another movie again. Like,
Oh yeah, Liam Neeson.
like I don't know. Like, first
I'm
of all,
surprised he did grab the gun and start shooting.
first of all, I don't even thought Men in Black was good to begin with.
No.
Yeah,
The first one?
This guy.
all of them.
No.
What
Okay,
does he like?
if you said the second one and the third one, I'd be like, okay, I can get on board with that. The first
Well,
one was
they
fun,
were
man.
they were worse. Sure, the first. Okay,
first
I'll
one
give you
was
that.
really
It was
fun.
fun. Like I'm not saying it was a great movie. I'm not saying it was a bad movie. It was just like whatever. I didn't even see the third one. I saw the second
Yeah, I
one.
wouldn't even bother with those.
And then I'm like, what? Like I felt like this didn't need to get rebooted, but they're
Where's
running out of
Tessa Thompson?
ideas. I mean, yeah, okay. I'm not.
She's a star.
It's just Thompson and Christian Hemsworth.
Chris
Chris Hemsworth.
making up
I
a
should
name.
know that. Chris Hemsworth. Make up
Christian.
names.
Jeez.
He's a Chris.
I don't know, man. I saw it and I was like, nah, this is nothing.
I don't know what he likes. I don't know what he likes.
It's definitely a must watch. Anyway, sorry. Back to our recommends warrants. You got anything recommend warrant for this one now? Wells, excuse me.
No, I got a top 5 this week, so I put all my thought into that.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
No recommend warrant. So I'm the only one with the recommend warrant.
Yep.
I already know what it's gonna be. I already know what the recommend is.
What is it recommend?
Let me guess, that cartoon Spider-Man movie.
That is one.
I know you too well, man.
That is one. Usually when I see a movie, I like to tell people, go see the movie. It might be, maybe the best Spider-Man movie ever made.
That's not hard.
Is it?
Here we are. Here we are on the recency bias.
No, that's why I said it might be.
You know,
I have to give it some time.
I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
I've heard it's really good so much that I might even see it.
Wow.
Really, eh? I want you to see it. It's that fun. I really want you to see it. But anyway,
I would take you if you want to go see it, just so you can watch a cartoon.
I called you yesterday. That's what I want to go see.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no.
Yeah. You're working.
My phone's on. Oh, was I? I don't know. I wouldn't have been able to go anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
But I didn't get no text. Oh, it must be nice, eh, Smite? Right? The you up texts? Yeah, I get none. Anyways, I don't mean to.
That was pretty funny.
Hey, you up?
You up?
Yeah, I don't get none of those. Yo, but I'm looking at like the cast list, man, and it's like pretty big.
Stacked.
And there's like what 4 different Spider-Mans in it?
Yeah.
And there's even I skipped out on it, but there's even an end credit scene, which I wish I didn't skip out.
Okay, don't spoil it.
No. I had to go look it up on YouTube. So
I'm just gonna go watch it tomorrow by myself.
I'm off.
You want to see it again?
Yes.
That's so good. Wow.
Aren't you off tomorrow?
No.
Oh, damn it.
It's my last day.
Yeah, you say your last day. All right. We can see it after if you want.
You want to go Saturday?
I love how we're playing this out on the podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Come get you in the morning. Buy you popcorn.
We'll talk about this off air.
All right, cool. My real recommend is I watched a triple feature a couple days ago. I recommend this: watching Heat, The Town, and Den of Thieves. Surprisingly good, Den of Thieves.
What relationship do these films have?
All heist movies. Have you seen Den of Thieves? I was.
Yeah, I watched it on Netflix.
Yeah?
It's a bit long, but it was okay.
The ending, I guess, maybe halfway through.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
No, it was good. I liked it. I was surprised. I was surprised I actually liked it that much. But yeah, that's a good triple header. Heat's always good. That must have been my 10th time watching Heat.
Heat is a good movie.
Love watching that. And The Town's really good. Really, really good. And my warn is Voltron Season 8. That was really crap. I'm going to leave it at that because I'm going to have a whole podcast about this. Anyway.
You and Casey will go through the whole thing.
Me and Casey will go through the whole thing. So.
Yo, just to add on, I'm looking at the Rotten Tomato score for the Spider-Man animated movie.
Is it still 99?
It's 97, right?
269 reviews, 97%.
Oh, that's pretty high.
That's bonkers, man.
It was at 99 for like 2 weeks, for a good while, a couple days.
You know what I think?
Then the haters saw it.
That one hater saw it.
Right. I think that what happens is that you go on there, and the first 5 people give it 100 or whatever, and you're just implied to give it a good score. Even if you want to give it a 90, you're just going to go and give it whatever anyway.
That's not Rotten Tomatoes works.
97 is pretty high.
I know, but that's not how the scoring works.
You vote a number.
No, you don't vote a number. That's not how the scoring works.
That's what you do.
Nope.
You put in what you like, what you don't like?
Nope. That's not how the scoring works.
Can you tell me how it works?
How the scoring works is they look at the review you wrote, and they base it if it's a positive or negative review.
Oh, same thing.
You're not giving it a score.
Yeah, but you see what the score is before you write the review. It's not like you go on.
No. You just write a review. That's it. You don't write a score or anything. You
no,
just
I'm
write
saying
a review.
but you know what the score is if we rate the review. So you go to write the review, you know it's at 98 right now. You got to be pretty positive on it. I'm just saying.
I don't know if that's how it works.
A lot of movies lately are ranked really high.
Are they ranked high, or is it they're good movies?
Or they're exceptions.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's like a scoring system, and then no, it's not. It's a review, and then Rotten Tomatoes judges if that was
the happiness of the review based on. That's cute.
So that's why this score, you shouldn't really pay attention too much about the score until you actually read that person's review. Yeah, but anyway. There's another number on Rotten Tomatoes that's more important. Anyway, whatever. I don't want to get to that because I can't remember. You want to get some sports?
Some sports.
All right, so let's go into week 15 of the NFL. What's the What is it?
Just
We'll get into your later.
Yeah.
It was a weird week though.
What?
It was a very weird week.
It was a very weird week. And excuse me, going into our picks, you'll see. Even we thought it was a weird week, but.
Oh.
Well, okay.
Some more than others.
Some more than others. You were kind of shaking your boots a little bit at the end there. Let's go. Let's start first with the Pats.
Or as I like to say, let's start first with the Steelers.
All right, let's start with the Steelers because they won.
Finally getting it done.
They won. finally won. Finally beat. Well, it's not fine. They beat them before. But for the most part, it's like it's almost an automatic win most times for the Pats against Steelers. So, but they pulled it off.
That is ice cold. You know he's a Steelers fan, right?
He's wearing a Steelers fan. He knows it's true.
I wore this shirt on purpose.
I know.
Oh, okay,
Look,
okay.
if you saw the stat, I don't know if you guys watched the game, but if you saw the stat that they were, of course,
I didn't. I'm just gonna be honest. I didn't.
So they showed a stat that said the last 5 times they played each other, the Patriots won, but there was a key player missing from the Steelers every time. So like last year it was, this year was James Conner.
I thought you meant one player. I was trying to guess the one player. I was like, who was the one player?
This year was
every single
James
game.
Conner. Last year it was Antonio Brown. The year before it was Ben, and then it was Le'Veon Bell with injuries a couple times before. It's just, it was nice to beat the Pats. I thought we should have won by a lot more, but a win's a win. And
But Connor wasn't playing.
that's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said like before everyone was playing. Oh, okay,
Connor
sorry.
and Bell were playing because Bell's still technically part of the team. I don't know. It just wasn't like it was a great game.
It wasn't a great game, but it was
17,
close.
17-10.
Yeah, it should have been like 31-10.
Yeah, it's kind of down this like last 2 weeks or so.
Weeks.
Well, it's
like
colder now.
Yeah.
The weather's crap. Defense have figured things out now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So getting more tight, right? Now, poor Pats.
Poor?
Poor Pats.
Don't ever say that.
What do you mean,
Don't
poor
ever
Pats?
say poor Pats.
They're still winning the
Ever.
division. They're still
No.
winning the
Did you
division.
guys hear about Josh Gordon though?
Oh my God, poor Josh Gordon.
Well, Josh Gordon has no defense to deal with.
They had to have known, like,
Of course they knew.
those are the risks of getting a guy like
Well,
him.
not that.
So no poor Pats. Don't give me any poor Pats crap.
Here's my thing.
Didn't they suspend him now? They suspended
Not
him. too, on top
suspended.
of
No.
that.
Yeah, he's
No,
gone
he's
again.
sat, but they suspended him on top of that.
But he's suspended for the same reason.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the higher road here, and I'm going to say
Oh,
Josh Gordon actually has like a disease problem that he can't control.
Sure.
Because part of this substance thing is you can get tested up to 10 times a month. So he knows once he relapses that they're going to test him, he's going to fail, and he's going to get kicked out of the league. And he still does it. And imagine like having to live with yourself, like knowing that like you can't not do whatever drug. I don't know. It's pretty rough to hear. Now, the Pats lose this game to the Steelers, and rightfully so. I think the Steelers' time. Plus, the Pats have clinched already.
no, they haven't
10
No, they
wins.
haven't clinched anything, but it's their division, man. Like, it's like, come on, look at their division, man.
Well, no.
They basically clinched when
That week 2.
week 1.
Hey, the Pats are playing.
They basically clinched that division. The division is just torrid. Yeah, because he does have a problem with marijuana. Gordon does. I don't know if he can really get addicted to marijuana, but I feel he needs it. Like in college, he had the same problem. There's probably some other opioids he's addicted to too. I don't know. I really hate the NFL's drug policy. It's like, we can advertise for beer, blah blah blah. If we catch you guys with weed, though, you're suspended.
Well, weed's not legal yet.
Well, they're pumping him with all these. Anyway, it's an old thing. They're pumping him full of these drugs and stuff like that every week, and to
get you on the field.
But weed, that's a no.
Marijuana.
Anyway, that's another topic. Big member Foles. I don't want to say that.
big member is what you're going
Yes,
with.
big
Not
member
Big
Foles.
Richard.
All right, Big Richard Foles. Okay, you can say
Big Rich Foles.
Big Rich Foles.
I don't know.
You don't know what? You have been ringing the bell of Nick Foles since last season, Smythe.
I know. I'm not
now
going
you're like,
against him.
I don't know.
I'm
No,
just,
really?
I'm saying they. I don't think Carson Wentz is hurt to the point he can't play. I think Philadelphia decided that Nick Foles gives his team the best chance to win.
I don't know if they said that.
I think that's what they went with, and they said if we have a chance of making the playoffs, we should go with this guy. I'm guessing Nick Foles looked great in practices. I'm guessing the team's comfortable with him at quarterback because
They do honestly seem to play differently.
Alshon Jeffrey played his best game of the year because Nick Foles knows to throw him the ball whenever he's anywhere close to open. Which you have a number one guy. The number one guy should get the ball. Now, Zach Ertz has had the best season in receiver history for the Eagles under Wentz. He doesn't catch the same attention under a Foles run offense, but the Foles run offense can score 30 points, where the Wentz run offense, it can't now that he's not as mobile. So, like, what do you do?
Yeah. Sorry, I had a point. I forgot it now. I was going to say something.
Do you know what does Philadelphia Brass do at this point?
They're gonna continue playing Foles.
If they're winning, they're gonna keep the guy in who's getting
they're
to
gonna
win.
continue playing Foles. Like at this point, it's like, what else we gotta do? It's either we continue playing Foles or not play playoffs. Sorry, did I say Foles or said Wentz? I said Foles, right? Okay, yeah. Foles. And the issue is now going forward, who are you gonna keep?
That's next season starts. Foles is a bit older, so it's okay. But are you gonna tell Carson Wentz, hey?
We have to pay Foles next year, though.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, he signed 2 year, $9 million. That started
year.
this year.
No, that was last year.
No,
100% that was last year.
No, when he won the Super Bowl, they re-signed him.
Wasn't looking up. Don't worry.
They re-signed him for 2 years at $8 or $9 million. So he's good for next season.
No, I thought so. Yeah, he signed him for 2 years, like 2 years ago. So this is the last year of his contract. So he's gonna be up this year, or no? I was looking it up right now.
It's a mutual option for next year, so it's not guaranteed.
Right.
All right.
But it's $20 million
for Foles.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's a lot of money.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if they stick with Wentz, Foles will play somewhere else.
I don't envy these guys. Like, who would you stick with, Wells?
Well, if you're winning,
I know, but for going forward, who would you stick with? I do not envy this decision.
I don't know, man. I think we've seen the best of Carson Wentz, and that was before he got hurt.
He's always hurt. But this is his second year, third year?
Third year.
Third year. Well, he's still young.
He's very young. That's the whole point.
So RG3 was young too, and
yeah, but he sucked.
He didn't suck when he was healthy.
The first year he didn't suck.
First year he sucked.
No, he didn't.
First year he
won Rookie of the Year.
No, was it Rookie of the Year or Offensive Player? Offensive Player of the Year.
No, Rookie of the Year.
That was where him and Luck went nuts.
Luck went Rookie of the Year. So I don't know. Going forward, I do not envy these guys at all. But on the flip side of that coin, the Rams. What's going on with these guys now?
They got Arizona this week. He'll fix it.
Yeah, that'll fix everything though.
Yeah.
But like last 2 weeks, not scoring. Gurley seems like they're not giving the ball to Gurley.
Well, they don't want Gurley
He's
to
hurt.
Hurt.
Yeah. Might be hurt. Yeah.
No, he is hurt.
They're trying to be like.
I don't know. Again, I don't know if you guys were watching these games, but like when he gets hit, he's very slow to get up. And
well, they haven't announced anything that he's hurt. That's what I'm saying. Like
they won't until he actually can't play. But he sat for a few series in the third quarter when Philly made their push up, and they had to bring him back in because they were down by like 3 touchdowns. Yeah. So he was coming in. He got 2 touchdowns, but like when he like collided and like went down and got up, he was very slow to get up. And he was like limping off the field and then back on. So he's damaged right now.
Damaged good.
They brought in CJ Anderson as a safety blanket.
That doesn't work. And Gurley is the kind of guy that if he's hurt, he doesn't want to play. You hear him in the preseason. He said his goal is to not even play in the preseason. So I'm sure he gets banged up a bit.
And he didn't play in the preseason.
Yeah, he's like, I'm hurt. I'm not playing.
Neither did Goff.
I'm almost positive that these guys aren't very, and the playoffs will be a different story. So I'm not really worried about that.
They also don't have Cooper Kupp either, right?
Yeah, but I think they're saying right now, the Gurley's like, hey, I'm hurt. I shouldn't be in the game at all. So he's probably not even happy about the downs he's playing right now. Mind you, they're already locked in the playoffs.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. And again, I don't know if it's a thing or not. Again, 2 cold weather games.
Yeah,
for these guys.
Not in LA. They're not playing in Cali.
They were playing in LA on Sunday.
Philly came to LA?
Yeah, it was LA. Sorry, my bad.
It's nothing to do with cold weather.
Nope, it has nothing to do with the cold weather.
It's
banged up, man.
Defenses are figuring stuff out.
Yep.
And if you rush Jared Goff, he gets happy feet.
Peppered.
So he gets panicked, and that's what teams are doing. The Bears did it the week before, and the Eagles went after him this week, and that might be the secret out now. And if Gurley's hurt,
that's a lot. Yeah, man.
The option of whether you're going to run or pass changes a lot more to passing. I don't know, man. He looks shook. He's looked very pedestrian the last 3 weeks. Even the week before against Detroit, he didn't look good either. So I think the secret might be out. Rush him. And Arizona has a pretty good defense. So everyone's going to say take the Rams, but I don't know, man. It's going to be closer than you guys think it is.
Then we got Cowboys doing cowboy things.
That was insane.
Got 0, nilch, nada.
Isn't that
on the board against
isn't that
the Colts.
insane?
Is it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I can't.
So you shut down Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah,
that's what they did. and then you rely on Dak Prescott, a quarterback.
To throw
I'm
the
not
ball
too much of a fan
to
of.
Amari Cooper. Just like you can get him one time and get Amari Cooper away. I mean, I guess you could stop one guy. But, I mean, Zeke is a two-way threat, too. You can throw the ball to Zeke. It's not like he can't catch a football. Like,
well, they plan for it. They plan for Zeke. Right?
I know, but I don't know, man. I'm just like, really, 0? I don't mind losing. The Colts
Zero's
are a
been
very good
embarrassing.
football team. Getting shut out, though?
Yeah, 0's a pretty embarrassing loss. Like, it's just... But, again, it's like...
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Dak Prescott. I'm really not.
Is this division in jeopardy now for them?
Yes.
Well, I mean, the Eagles won, the R-words won, so it's not a lock yet.
Nope, not at all. Cowboys are 8-6, and both the R words and the Eagles are 7-7, with 2 more games left.
The Eagles got a tough task this week, though. And they finished against the R's, which will end the R's season for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But if Philly can pull out this week, it's a tough game.
Anything you want to talk about this game, Wells?
Oh, man, I thought the Colts, we got to give some credit to the Colts, too,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Marlon Mack looks great on the ground. They just had a plan. They executed it, and I was surprised, too, by the shutout. I thought Indy would win and cover the 3, but I didn't think it was going to be like that.
No.
And Dallas is just a poor team on the road, too, so.
Yeah, because during that whole winning streak, they had a lot of games at home, no? Or was it all of them, I think? Or something
I think they had one on the road.
Yeah.
I forget where they went, they won, but they won.
I'll look that up. But, hang on, I'll look that up. Okay, you got that. Saints cooling off.
Yeah, like
Drew Brees in the last 3 games, 2 touchdowns, 531 yards, 3 INTs.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to be like, oh,
No, they won.
teams have
Don't
figured
get me
them
wrong.
out.
They did beat the Panthers,
Right.
but it's just they're not looking like that high-powered offense.
No,
they do
it's
before.
like those days are over, which is crazy to hear. But
the Cowboys beat Philly and Atlanta on the road
on the road. Okay,
in that 5-game win streak.
all right.
so Dallas has a tiebreaker with Philly.
Yes, because they beat them.
Dallas has Tampa Bay and the Giants to finish the season.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a cakewalk.
Is it?
A bit of a cakewalk.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know, man. And like you just saw them put up 0 points. You're saying it's a cakewalk? I don't know if it's a cakewalk, man. I don't think it's a cakewalk for any of these guys in this division. This division is the and I'm talking the NFC East.
teams aren't that good. So all the wins are hard.
Yes. So whatever. Yeah. So anything you want to talk about the Saints there, Smythe? Who else?
I'm scared for them, man. What I'm seeing is our top 2 seeds that we thought were going to be cakewalks for a legendary epic encounter are in danger right now because other teams got it more together down the stretch. And we always say it doesn't matter what your record is at the beginning, it's how you go into the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And we see many times a team with no bye just starts steamrolling because they just have so much momentum from having to win the last couple weeks of the season. And we're seeing teams that are getting those wins, and these top teams are I mean, I know they ended Carolina last week, but scoring 12 points, I know that if the Bears come into town after your comfy bye week and you're scoring 12 against the Carolina Panthers, the Bears might go and stomp you. Yeah, that's just a reality situation.
I wouldn't really trust the Bears. It is their defense. Yes, don't mind you. I wouldn't really trust the Bears to put up points. Trubisky, I'm not 100% sold on, but whatever. And everyone has to come to the Saints.
Yeah.
Everyone has to come to the Saints.
They don't-
So in the
Not
dome.
yet.
Oh, not yet?
You're right.
I mean, yeah. No, sorry. I lied.
Saints-
They now will be the number 1 seed. I lied.
Well, they could
Oh,
lose.
they could lose
They
too.
could lose too.
No, they can lose, but right now
Yes.
they're the number
As
one
of
seed
right now, they're
in the NFC. Right now,
Yeah.
they're the number 1 seed in the NFC. But so everyone has to come to them.
Yeah.
And in the dome, most of the time, Drew Brees does Drew Brees
If
things.
the Bears come to you, you had a week off, you're not ready, I don't think, for the way the Bears come at you. Defense and everything else, forget about everything else. I'm just talking about the pass rush. If the pass rush gets anywhere, and to be honest, I say all the time, the pass rush is least effective against Brees, who throws the ball quickly. Last few weeks, though, not so much. Ball is not getting out of his hands fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
Defenses are getting to him, and he's old. Defense gets to old guys, they don't do well. It's just the way it is.
That's true analysis, though.
Is that a stat? Yeah. You have a source for that?
That's true. That's true analysis. I think you want to talk about this game? Cam did not look good at all, boss.
No, and we found out that he's hurt with a right shoulder injury, so he's on the shelf for the rest of the season.
It looked more. Is it rest of the season? I thought it was
he's done.
He's done.
Shut him down.
They're done, right? So
yeah, it looked more to me because again we were both watching this game. I think all of us were watching this game anyway. But it looked more to me than just his shoulder because I don't know, like no accuracy. He was throwing completely with his upper body, no legs into his throws at all. And he just looked disinterested. Maybe he's that hurt. I saw him run a couple times.
I like how you said the word I use all the time for him, disinterest.
He looked disinterested.
Yeah. Mind you, I've seen him play in the Super Bowl and look like he's like, meh, I'll come here every year.
When he's supposed to jump on that ball.
Yeah. He's got bad attitude, man. Yeah. And like if he's ever losing, it's hard to like get your team rallied when your leader, quarterback, has like a fit or whatever, right? Like he looks.
The best throw in that game was by McCaffrey.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a suck.
A bit of a suck.
Yeah, I kind of.
Oh my goodness, he's a huge suck.
Yeah.
It came through on my TV clear as day. I'm like, do you want to be out there?
Oh yeah. And unfortunately,
and I like him too.
I know,
I really do.
He is the problem with that team. Unfortunately, as talented as he is, man, like he just shuts down emotionally. He just gives up on the team.
I don't know if he's a problem. Is he the problem or Ron Rivera's problem?
Who's Ron Rivera?
The coach. I like how you said that.
I to be honest, I think it's definitely him, man. And not aside, he has all the talent in the world. It's just I don't want to play on a team with a guy who I don't think cares if we win or not. And I feel like he literally doesn't care.
He might be the best of those running quarterbacks.
He's not the
talent
best.
Wise.
Right now?
Yeah.
Josh Allen. But like overall talent or just running talent? Overall talent, yes.
Well, he's had the most success out of all of them.
Well,
I mean, I don't know how we're going to compare this, but the best running quarterback right now is Lamar Jackson. He's pretty much a running back with an arm.
Yeah.
He's not that accurate. Well, no, I was going to say he's not that accurate. Neither is Cam Newton.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Are we talking about running as a quarterback, or are we talking about...
This is talent-wise. As a quote-unquote running quarterback, he's got to the Super Bowl.
I'll say Cam
Mind you, that Panthers team that made it to the Super Bowl did have a pretty good defense, too. So
yeah, they had the best defense.
Yeah. And we're not considering Russell Wilson running quarterback anymore.
No, he's a scrambling quarterback. Like, get away from me.
Yeah.
Please don't hit me. Cam is, and the reason why is Cam's a power back. He's not one of those. He's not a scat back where he runs because he's open. Mm-hmm. Cam catches the ball and he charges forward for 4 or 5 yards. He can do that. The problem is when it's 3rd and 2, will he do that every time? The answer is no.
No. Baker Mayfield, he seems to be rounding into form here. He's
a stud, man. He is a stud.
You called it at the beginning, man.
The Cleveland legend, man.
You called it in the beginning. Ever since they got rid of
Coach.
Hugh Jackson.
I was like, Hugh.
Ever since the curse moved to Cincinnati.
Huge Jackson.
Ever since they got rid of Hugh Jackson, it just seems like a totally different team now. And maybe they're letting Mayfield play. And it just...
he's 6-6 as a starter in Cleveland, so that's unheard of on that team.
Yes, in Cleveland.
His touchdown turnover ratio is +8. So 21 touchdowns, 11 picks, but 2 fumbles lost, which is for a rookie quarterback like bonkers. To be plus is unheard of. I didn't think he should be taken first, but he's definitely changed my opinion. And this is only his rookie season, so he's only going to get better.
We don't think as Cleveland as the worst team in the history of sports anymore. We don't even talk about it.
They haven't really done anything.
They still haven't done anything.
But they're a respectable team this year.
Week in, week out, we give them a chance. Forget about if they're good enough or not to deserve a chance. We're saying, hey, they can do this. First time we did it in 5 years.
And the only reason I say, I kind of like hesitate when you say, it can only get better. This is the NFL. And we've seen many quarterbacks come out in their first 2 years as they're studs. And they never get back to that height.
I actually just like the way Baker Mayfield throws the football.
No, he's good. He's good. Now, he looks good now.
He's accurate.
Yeah.
I think that
is very important there.
He doesn't make one of the things about rookie quarterbacks, their downfalls are they make mistakes, right? And that's why I said having that plus turnover ratio of touchdowns to turnover ratios is not very common for rookie quarterbacks to have a +1. So the fact that he has it a lot, by +7.
Yeah. Well, and sorry, I said when you have a guy that's a winner, on your team, it changes things. Baker Mayfield is a winner.
Yeah, again, I don't know what that means because wasn't Cam a winner?
Cam's a winner.
Yeah, Cam's a winner, but
Cam wins.
They haven't made the playoffs in the last 2 years.
Yeah, but they missed the playoffs at 8-8 or 9-7. They're not like 4-12. Those seasons don't exist with Cam Newton. He's going to give you a 500 record at least.
RG3 was a Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, right? I know. Did he win the national championship?
There's actually a lot of Heisman Trophy winners that don't do anything.
Quarterback, yeah, but I mean, like people that are just like systematic like winners. It's NFL doesn't have.
I think it has to do more with with what you put around these guys. You kind of got to insulate them. Like there's not. A lot of these guys, it's football, I think, more than any other sport.
Talent?
It's fit.
Oh, fit's important.
Yeah. More than any of the sports.
Baker Mayfield removed. He something wasn't fitting and he got rid of it.
Yeah, true.
Which was very controversial, by the way. No one talks about how like major that is for a guy to be like,
really?
"Yeah, you're coach." Yeah.
Hugh Jackson doesn't win.
I know,
but he has a losing record.
But he's just like he was like, "Hey, something's wrong here. We should get rid of the person that's causing the problem."
Now he took those losing ways over to the Bengals. Yeah. And they can't win a game.
They won last week.
They did. But now it's over. Yeah. I hate teams that get hot when the season's done. Remember the Niners last year? We were all high on their 5 wins in a row. Jimmy G got hurt.
Yeah.
So we can't say. But you guys were so high on. I was like, who cares? Who cares? When you're 1-10 and you win, who cares what you win after that?
Well, it was, 6 games? 5 games?
5 in a row. And look at them now. But again, Jimmy G's not injured, there. So I can't say it. Next year when they suck again, then I will bring it up.
Yeah, I can get whatever. Chargers, probably the most consistent team. That was probably the game of the week. Week, probably.
Yeah, that was a great game.
Yeah, that was a really good game.
You want to talk about getting hot into the playoffs and being a team to look out for? That's the team right now.
I wouldn't even say they're hot. They're probably the most consistent.
They've won
team.
4 in a row, and they beat the best team in the AFC.
The Chiefs
on the road.
Yeah. Yep. And that was their second comeback like that this year because they came back against the Steelers as well. So, man, Phillip Rivers seemed to have with that game. I think he's taking the MVP trophy away from
Mahomes.
No, I would have said Drew Brees.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
a lot of people had Drew Brees circled in with that with the MVP. But Phillip Rivers is like, has he won MVP? Well, do you remember? No,
I don't think so.
He hasn't been to a Super Bowl either.
Nope.
So,
and he won't go to one this year. But that's
I don't know, man.
They look good.
If you're to put it right now, like who would beat them?
A lot of teams would beat them. They're a beatable team. I'm not sure how else to say it. They do everything well, but nothing spectacular.
I think usually those teams they usually go on more.
Yeah,
the more balanced teams, I think, usually win Super Bowls. Most of the time, for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part, it's good. I gotta apologize to Phillip Rivers because I remember when I was doing the power rankings a couple weeks ago, I said they're about to hit their tough stretch and they're gonna just lose out and they're gonna finish 11-5. And
we saw KC coming up, so that's understandable.
There was Pittsburgh, like KC. This week's not that bad. I think they close it with Denver, but I said they were gonna lose like potentially 4 or 5 of those games, and they are shut in my mouth right now. So sorry, Phillip. Never again.
Alrighty. Anything else you guys want to talk about this week? That monster game, Arizona, Atlanta. Baltimore, Tampa. Baltimore just keeps rolling on.
They got a test this week.
They are playing. Yeah, it's one of our picks, so I'll leave that alone for now. Minnesota came up big after making fun of them for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, they needed to. They fired their offensive coordinator, and then they came out and scored 41 points. So good for them.
I was against the Dolphins. So that's it. That's the week in football.
That's the week in football.
And that's the week in football. So we're going to move on to something else because the Pro Bowl selections happened. Probably one of the most useless all-star games in all of professional sports. Do they get? I don't even know. Do they get voted on by the fans? Do you know that? Well, no, I
don't think so.
Are they selected? I
think they're selected.
Nobody knows anything about this stupid game. It's just a vacation for these guys. But
it's there's never a good time to play the Pro Bowl, and no one would risk their body. Like, who would want to play in it?
No, never.
Anyone who's still playing is like, no.
And then certain players aren't going to play in the Pro Bowl because they just went through a rough playoffs.
I would never, even if I ever made the Pro Bowl, I'd never play in that game. There's no upside to it.
Free vacation to Hawaii. I don't think they play in Hawaii anymore.
No, they don't. They don't play in Hawaii,
anymore.
They're playing in Orlando this year.
Yeah.
Now it's not even Hawaii.
So why am I doing this? What's the point of you doing this?
I'm not going.
All right, so we're going to talk about some Super Bowl snubs.
No, Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl. Super Bowl snubs. Pro Bowl snubs. Who wants to lead us off with this one?
I do.
Damn it.
Because we probably all have the same person.
Yeah, number one on the list.
Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, wow.
yeah,
number two.
No, I totally guessed that. That's why I had him on the bottom of my list.
McCaffrey's on my list, the bottom two.
So he's basically been the Panthers' best player.
Yep.
I think he's number 14th in receiving yards.
Yeah, but who does he go over?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well,
I know. I
who
get
got
what you're saying.
selected at running back?
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley, Zeke,
Yeah.
and Gurley.
It's not like his numbers aren't far from those guys. He does have less.
I would have taken him over Barkley because
he's a rookie.
Yeah, like
That's not nice.
No, I agree.
He's a monster. Yeah.
Like it's a snub, but man, there's nowhere to put you. Same position. Alvin Kamara was having a great year.
I could see like if the Rams make it far, then Gurley obviously won't play in it, and they'll bring in McCaffrey instead. But I think he'll find his way on eventually.
Yeah, he'll make it there. 'Cause I don't think Elliott Zeke will play in it either, no matter what.
Yeah, a lot of these guys, if they're in the playoffs, sometimes they don't even go. So you might end up going there anyways. But anyway, who do you got?
My number one snub was Juju Smith-Schuster.
Another one I have at the bottom. So I was like, yes.
This guy's hitting 1,500 yards this year. How is he not in the Pro Bowl?
They already have Antonio Brown there.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's having a better season than Antonio Brown.
Isn't he Roethlisberger's number one target? I think he's had the most targets this year on the Steelers.
He's having a monster.
That is a big snub. That is a big snub.
Unbelievable.
No, Antonio Brown has more targets.
Oh, does he? Oh, okay.
149. Juju has 141.
Oh, jeez, pretty close.
But mind you, Antonio Brown cries for targets every single week.
Well, he deserves them.
Calls Roethlisberger on the phone probably daily.
He does have more yards than Antonio Brown, but
mine
5
is,
less touchdowns.
Yeah, mine is Andrew Luck.
Yeah,
Andrew Luck. And my thing is with Andrew Luck having a stellar season. Tom Brady got selected.
Yeah. Well,
He's Tom Brady.
Tom Brady got selected. Come on, over Andrew Luck.
If Tom Brady's not in the Pro Bowl, is it still the Pro Bowl?
This is like at the end of of the career of like Kobe.
Yeah.
And Michael Jordan. Remember when Vince Carter had to give up his spot? He volunteered it, but he gave up his spot for Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, man. This is exactly what it is with Tom Brady.
Is Tom Brady going to play?
No,
probably not.
Andrew Luck's going to get selected to replace him.
Yep.
But at the same time, it's like, whatever. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, my snub was Andrew Luck. What else? You got another one?
Yeah, Matt Ryan should be there.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Ryan, really?
Yeah.
What?
I haven't looked at the numbers.
Look at his numbers and look at Aaron Rodgers' numbers, who somehow is on there.
Of course he is.
And it's like the same thing with Tom
Another
Brady.
one. Aaron Rodgers on there? Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Because he'll play in the game maybe this year.
Yeah, maybe. But
He might play this year.
you're saying he might not even play. Like they're talking about him not even playing this week.
Well, he said there's no way he's not going to play.
I know. Well, you pay the man $33 million a year, you better play.
He said that it wouldn't be a good look for the new regime if like these games that don't matter, I don't prove I'm a leader, come out there and do my best, and I respected that.
Yeah, he should be out there. No, Matt Ryan, like I know his team's having a bad year, but so is Green Bay. But Ryan is like beating Rodgers in every stat. So I don't know how Matt Ryan doesn't make it. It's unreal.
Another one there, Smith?
Chris Jones, defensive end for the Chiefs.
I'm on your list, I'm guessing.
14 sacks, leads the league in lost yards from sacks, which is actually an important stat. At 111 yards. Melvin Ingram, who was in the Pro Bowl, 7 sacks for 55 yards lost. That's all I need.
All right. Yeah. Darius Leonard, linebacker for the Colts. 146 total tackles.
Monster.
99 solo, 47 assisted, excuse me. Sacks, 7 sacks on the year? Not a whole lot, but still enough. It was like
7's a lot for a linebacker.
Yeah. So, this guy's like, and the defense for the Colts isn't that great, but this guy definitely stands out. So, that's another one for me. Yeah. That was 2 each, right?
Yeah.
Do you got any honorable mentions?
Yeah.
Honorable mentions?
I have one more.
Yeah, I thought Jared Cook should be in it.
Jared Cook was on my list too.
For Oakland, but you have to look at the guys who are ahead of him who are actually having better years than him. So it's kind of like he's the odd man out, right?
Ebron. It's better than Ebron.
But they're not in the same conference. Oh wait, they are. Sorry, I apologize.
He's been there.
Yeah, my bad.
He's
in Oakland. Yeah, but Ebron has 12 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's another touchdown beast.
13 touchdowns. Sorry.
All my honorable mentions are taken up. You guys named everyone.
I thought Cook should have made it there ahead of Ebron, but
I got DeForest Buckner, defensive tackle 49ers. I know the 49ers suck, but Buckner's numbers: 11 sacks, 60 tackles, 16 tackles for losses. Fletcher Cox of the Eagles, who is on the Pro Bowl team, 7.5 sacks, 49 tackles, 9 tackles for loss.
I find there's always that one defender on every team. There's at least, even in the defense, there's always that one defender on every team that's just doing everything.
And that's what it should be for. It should be to honor those guys that, the team's not great, but you're having a stellar season. This guy's having a better year than a guy. And I have no idea how Fletcher Cox got selected for the Pro Bowl. Besides the fact that it's now his 4th year being there. Do you get a bonus for that or something?
Yeah, you get bonuses.
Yeah.
I also have Jason Kelsey of the Eagles making the Pro Bowl.
Center, yeah.
Because the Eagles are great.
Offensive line's another thing. It's kind of hard.
Yeah,
like how do you pick out an offensive line?
Yeah,
the center is a little bit more like they stand out a little bit more, but
because they do a bit more.
Yeah, how protected is your quarterback?
Yeah.
So,
and
I don't know. Carson Wentz is hurt, so
no Pro Bowl for you.
All right, so that's it. Those are our snubs. And mind you, probably a lot of these guys are probably actually going to end up being on the Pro Bowl. So
yeah,
whatever.
Power.
What the hell was that? What was that?
It's not really a snub because you got squeezed out.
So do you know which team has the most selections?
I know this. Hang on, I know this. Rams?
No. Right City.
Chargers?
Chargers?
Yeah, they have 7.
Really?
They have the most.
Because they're linemen, they're DBs,
and 3 teams got no representatives. The Bills, the Bucks, and the Raiders.
Raiders. Wow,
that makes sense.
That's disrespect.
That makes sense. The Raiders, really? It's disrespect? And the Tampa Bay they're just a mess.
Yeah,
they're just a mess. Yeah. Buffalo, they've kind of, the way they're playing right now is kind of like, okay, I can see.
Buffalo's defense has been good.
Yes, I can see where you guys are going. There might be a little bit of a future there.
And your precious Patriots only have 2. Oh. And one of them doesn't even deserve to be there.
No, they do not. They're not the same as
Who's the other one?
Years, though.
Do you know?
Stephen Gilmore.
Oh. Yeah, Tom Brady doesn't deserve
cornerback.
They're old, man. They're old.
I get it.
And the thing is, Belichick saw this coming. And he wanted to make changes. And he was stopped.
Well, Robert Kraft's like, I have one of the most dollar for dollar worth teams in football. Why are you trying to change that?
Because he saw this coming.
I get it. So
Gronk shouldn't even be out there anymore.
Yeah, they're just gonna.
He's probably done.
No, here's the thing. Gronk is fine. Don't play him at safety.
Other than that, have you seen him run?
I know
he's not doing anything this year.
Well, eventually you have 3 guys covering you. What do you want? The rest of the team, there's no talent elsewhere. Now Josh Gordon's gone. Who wants to run the ball to?
Also, props to Philip Lindsay becoming the first ever undrafted rookie running back to make the Pro Bowl.
That's good.
The first ever?
Oh, man.
Wow.
That's good. That's really good. Sorry, I have one more snub. The New Orleans Saints kickers missed 1 field goal and 1 extra point all season.
Yep.
You probably should be there. I don't know if kickers get there even, but if anyone.
Yeah.
Did they even play the Pro Bowl?
Huh? I don't know. I don't know if kick happened at all. I'm just saying though, like that guy's had a stellar year too, especially the year where people miss extra points.
How many times have you guys actually watched the Pro Bowl?
Never. Oh, you know what? No, I
maybe
watched
as a kid. I think I've watched it as a kid because I just wanted to see. I was like, and there was one time 2 years ago I watched skill competition because I had that stupid drone thing, so I wanted to see what it was like.
Yeah. The first time they changed the rule to DBs can't have to line up 5 yards behind, and so the quarterbacks just throw slants all over. It's the worst game I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, but yeah,
that's to be the worst All-Star game. What's the best All-Star game?
NBA.
Baseball.
I like baseball's All-Star game.
Baseball is the only All-Star game you can get closest to the actual game.
Yeah, it's the only one that counts. But the
No,
NBA
it doesn't.
No, it doesn't count anymore. They got rid of the stupid rule.
Oh, they stopped that?
Yeah, they got rid of that stupid rule. It was dumb.
I agree.
Oh, now it sucks. Now the NBA is...
NBA is cool because it's just like scoring
showcase. It's
nonstop. Yeah, it's
well,
entertaining.
last year they actually tried.
Yeah, but they tried to try, but they still scored 100.
Because before it was the NBA, there was kind of like a written rule between the teams. It's like fourth quarter, you try.
Yeah.
It kind of went away when Kobe left, but it's like, yeah, the fourth quarter you try. Now it's just like, whatever. But last year they tried. So hopefully
last
they keep
year
it.
was the winning team donated 150 grand. Losing team donated.
Because that was the second year they did that. They don't care about that.
Like
it was
they
that.
Care big.
No, they don't care about that.
Because
to them it's like the money's going to charity anyway. So why should they care? It's going to either or charity. So why should they care?
But I feel like players should fight. You know, I don't know.
No,
whatever.
They don't care about that.
You're right.
It's their own personal. We have to do it for ourselves type thing. So, power rankings, Smythe.
About time.
Power rankings. Let's
Should
go.
be interesting.
So
there should be a major shakeup, and I know who number 1 is, but anyway.
The thing about these power rankings this week is you would think there'd be major shakeups, but not really. Some guys moved out, some guys moved in. Going into the playoffs right now, I'll be honest, I've lost confidence in some teams that I thought were going to steamroll their way through. So I'm going to start with honorable mentions.
See, I wrote it down already. Look, I wrote down already for number one.
Oh, yeah. So honorable mentions this week go to the Seahawks because they're fighting and they're trying to make it in and they're doing a good job.
Didn't they lose in overtime?
Yeah, man, they're fighting. They're fighting. Baltimore Ravens also fighting, but fighting in a different way.
Yeah.
They found some star power where, first of all, did we expect this from Lamar Jackson?
He's a Heisman Trophy winner.
I thought there was some star power there.
Is he good?
Yeah.
They're winning. Good. Is he good?
Yeah, but they're not playing the best teams.
No. But he doesn't look the best.
Look, he's changed the way they play their game.
Yes, 100%.
They now rush over 250 yards a game, right?
And they're very hard to stop.
Yeah. And they're doing it with their third string and fourth string running backs.
A la Michael Vick?
Yeah, you can
slow down there. Slow down.
No, I think he's a better runner.
His ceiling is Michael Vick.
Yeah.
It is. Is he going to get to that ceiling? I don't think so.
Maybe not.
That's just me.
How great was Michael Vick, really?
He's pretty good.
He was entertaining.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He ran for a lot of yards.
Yeah.
But,
it was a different NFL back then, though.
Yeah.
It was a different NFL.
Very different NFL.
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
Other honorable mentions, the Saints and the Rams fall to honorable mention.
Wow.
It is a huge way down.
But honorable mention 4 teams?
Yeah. It's 4 weeks in a row where those guys have been playing top tier football. So now we get to our top 5. Number 5, the Eagles have landed.
What?
I think they make the playoffs. I think they're ready to make a run. They are the champs.
They're 500.
Yeah, they are the champs.
The division does suck though.
Yeah, and I think with that win last week, they can prove this week against the Texans.
He really likes Foles.
Yeah.
That's why he really likes Foles.
I'm a Foles guy, and I think they put the best guy in charge to lead the charge. And if they can put it on the Texans, beating the Redskins shouldn't be a problem. They have a chance to make it in the playoffs. Number 4. Number 4 is those Texans. They're playing great football. They lost last week, right?
Are they playing great football?
Yeah, they are playing great football.
They beat the Jets last week.
Yeah, they beat the 29-22.
The Jets.
Hey, what do you want? They won 9 of 10. What do you want from me?
I don't know. I'll get there, man. Anyway, continue. They're winning. I'll say that. They are winning.
They won 10 of 11.
Yeah.
Number 3, Chicago Bears. They are for real. Trubisky's not a joke. He was hurt when they only scored 15 against the Rams. And he threw all those picks. Last week, he wasn't so bad. They put Green Bay where they belong underneath them. They're kings of the division now. And I think they're poised to make a good run when the playoffs come. Number 2 is KC. I know they lost last week, but can we fault them? They actually lost because the team made a gutsy call and made it happen. Outside of that, they're still probably the best team in the game. And number 1.
This is the best team in the game.
Number 1. Now, remember, they were down 2 touchdowns.
You didn't say the name there.
I know. The Chargers. They were down 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. So they maybe should not have came back and won this game.
But they did.
They did. And that going for 2, I'm not going to say it's gutsy or ballsy. The division was on the line. I don't want to play KC in an overtime game. I don't want to give them the football. For me, I think that was the best decision at the time.
I loved it.
You win or lose right here. Because if you go to overtime and give them the ball, it's almost a done deal. So that's my top 5. It's going to change again next week, but not so much. I think we're rolling like this going into the playoffs.
I think you have KC too high and Bears too low.
And no honorable mention to the Steelers? Okay, all right.
No.
Eagles should. I would have put the Steelers on this list and not the Eagles.
Okay, honorable mentions to the Ravens, but the team that's ahead of them, no? Okay. And they beat the Pats. Oh, no, okay.
Nope. Pats aren't here either.
I would have put the Pats on this list either, but the Steelers should have been in here.
Nope.
Eagles. I don't know about the Eagles.
And I think they passed honorable mention. I think they went straight into the top 5. I am an Eagles fan, so let's just throw that out there.
Yeah.
I was excited to see them playing well, and I'm excited for Nick Foles and to see what can happen over these next couple of weeks and the playoffs. So we're going all the way.
We are going all the way.
I was on the team last year. I'm on the team still.
Over your number 1 favorite team, the Cowboys.
No, the division winner, the Cowboys.
All right, so let's make some picks. Let's do some picks. So last week...
Let's not talk about last week.
You were probably on the edge of your seat there, Smythe, because you were looking down the barrel of 0-5. Again. You were
unbelievable. Poor luck last week.
Poor luck?
Poor luck.
So Wells wins this week, 3-2. Not the best week. The win's a win, though. Hey, you can only beat who's in front of you, right, Wells?
There's no one in front of me. So.
Both me and Smythe come out of this week 1-4.
Just a rough week.
And our guest Benny Pinto, 3-2.
Oh, hey, Benny won this week too.
Yep. That was a big pick with the Browns. I think he was the only one who took the Browns.
Yep.
Last week. So
Good for him.
good for him. So on the year, we got Wells leading the pack at 46-29. I'm coming up 43-32, and Smythe, you're 42-33. Our guests are 11-14.
Our guests suck.
Yeah, but they beat you last week.
He did.
It was only that one week that really hurt the guests. That one fateful week where two guests came in here, and shout out to Sue Ellen and Benson. They both came in.
They
1-4.
They went 2.
And that really hurt. That really hurt the guests' chances there. All right, so we're gonna make some picks for week 16. It's almost over, guys.
I know.
It's almost over.
I know. I have to catch up this week in the playoffs. 'Cause, Wells really does bad in the playoffs. So,
Well, we don't count the playoffs for this. Once this is done, and then playoffs are a new thing.
oh, are they?
Yeah. That's what we did last year. So this is it.
This is.
That's it. You got to make some bold.
It's just.
Wells is still doing a happy dance.
Yeah. No, man. He had a good week.
Wells has been ever since I started doing the picks. He hasn't stopped dancing.
With this 3-2 week.
Because did he lose? You lost last year, right?
Yeah.
Bit of confusion last year. I'll give him that. Bit of confusion last year, and he's coming out strong, and he might win this year.
Maybe.
And I'm the only one who makes the ballsy picks too. So
Stop lying. I make tons of ballsy picks. Stop lying.
I'll take the Patriots again, and I'll take the Patriots.
I'm gonna go through the picks. I'm gonna go through the picks.
How many times the Patriots?
He's picked the Patriots quite a lot too.
And I'll take the Patriots.
Whatever, guys.
Next.
Whatever. I was the only one riding that Colts train for so long until you guys started jumping on it. Anyway, let's make some picks. Ravens at Chargers, Smythe. Who do you got in this one?
Great game.
Chargers -4.
I cannot trust the Baltimore Ravens to win this football game. I can't do it.
This was hard for me to pick.
I like Lamar Jackson. I don't like him enough to put up 20-plus points in this game. And I'm going with the Chargers.
Going with the Chargers. What else we got in this one?
Take the Ravens.
See, this is exactly how I was sitting in my I made a pick. I'm like, who am I gonna pick?
Take the Ravens.
It's too good to be true with this. I'll let you think. This is what my thinking. It was too good to be true. The Chargers are rolling right now. They're probably feeling themselves.
So who are you taking?
I'm gonna pick Chargers because they're at home. I just had to go. They're at home, and that's it. Safe bet. But it was just too good. I think they have to lose. They have to lose down the stretch here.
They're gonna sit guys against Denver next week. They're gonna lock up
this
first
might be
seed,
a game.
and
And it's one of these two games. I think they're gonna lose.
this game solidifies the top seed.
I'm taking the Ravens.
Oh, I knew it.
I love it. Why?
They're going to run the ball down the throats of the Chargers. And that's it, man. Baltimore needs to win this game to keep pace.
Chargers have a top 10 run defense.
You
still think that?
They're going to put them to the test, man.
All right.
I just strictly picked them because they're at home. I was sitting there just same as well. As I made all my other picks first, and I came back to the Chargers.
Time zone game. Mark it.
Yeah, but
I'm
it's at 8:00 at night.
Time zone game. Mark it.
I'm over that. We've already proven that. It's
Still taking it.
That means you would have to pick the Ravens.
Mark it.
Baltimore by 3.
No.
Oh, sorry. Because they're at Chargers at home. Yeah, sorry. Excuse me. Giants at Colts.
What is that noise?
These are my thinking noises. All
Giants
right,
at Colts is a game?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Giants at the Colts.
It's an early favorite for Audible.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
Well,
-4.
so I'm taking the Giants?
Sorry.
-9.
-9. Is anyone picking the Giants?
No.
Nope.
Nope. Everyone's on the Colts.
Yeah,
I
so
don't think we have to explain that.
get ready for an Audible, guys.
There's another one I thought you'd audible, but hang on. Texans at Eagles.
I was going to say, that's a great game.
What do you got in this one? Smythe?
Well, we know who Smythe has.
Yeah, I got the boys.
Which is?
Eagles.
The boys, man.
The boys. But I do have a reason.
Shoot. Because your boy Foles is quarterback?
No, I think Deshaun Watson specializes in just leaving the pocket and finding guys that are open. He's not really a threat to run, but he leaves the pocket a lot. and the Eagles have the bodies to chase him down and make it tough on him, and he's still a young dude. So I think he's going to get popped a few times. He's going to run out there.
Dude.
Yeah, he's going to make some throws that he normally wouldn't make, but he's going to be pressured to make them. And I think just because that defensive line for Eagles is mobile, is the whole game.
Eagles. What do you got on this one, Wells?
Texans.
Ooh.
End the Eagles season.
Nice.
Texans. I'm also on Texans.
Eagles are at home.
I know they're at home. I wrote these things down. I know they're at
Texans don't need the game.
Yeah, they do. They want the bye.
Texans. I just don't trust Eagles. I really don't. And I'm the only one here probably that I don't know how much you like Foles.
I think they already have the bye.
I got nothing against Foles, man. He wins.
I think they're locked in at 2.
10-4 leading the division.
I really think they don't need the game.
They're not locked in at 2 yet.
Mathematically, they're not. Yeah, mathematically, they're not locked in. It looks like they're going to get it, but mathematically, they're not out. Steelers at Saints, Wells.
Oh, yeah, they have to win.
Oh.
Steelers at Saints.
Putting the Steelers in here again, eh?
Hey, you know what? You know what? Tell the Steelers not to play important games, all right? Tell them that. All right? This is a big game. They're playing the Saints. Come on. And I'm not going to have them on the picks?
Well, you know who I'm taking, so...
Is it? There has been times you haven't picked the Steelers.
Yeah, like first game of the year.
Yep.
Going down the stretch, you don't want to pick them. Who do you got in this one, Smythe?
A need to win.
Smythe. Saints are -6.
Yeah, it's a need to win on both sides.
Saints are at home.
If Pittsburgh doesn't win the division, are they out? Because that might change my pick.
Hello?
No, they're not out. Baltimore would have to win.
When does Baltimore play?
One of the
Saturday.
earlier games, Saturday. Yeah,
So the game before.
On our picks, that's the only Saturday game we have on here.
Yeah,
There's 2 Saturday games, and now it's the only one.
I'm going to go with the Steelers.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, wow. Any particular reason, or are you just thinking they're just going to come out and play?
Because they're playing after Baltimore. So they know they have to win to lock in the playoffs, or they know that if they don't win, they're out of the playoffs. It's a must-win game for them no matter what. The Saints don't have a must-win game, and they're cooling down. And they're going to try to hurt Drew Brees.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Hill might take some snaps.
I got the Saints in this one. Saints are at home in a dome. Drew Brees is hearing all the talks. Blah, blah, blah. You guys suck. I think they're going to come out here. And I said that the Steelers would not make the playoffs. And I'm still hoping for that.
The only way that happens is if they lose this game.
Yep. And finally, we got Chiefs at Seahawks. What do you got in this one, Smythe?
Seahawks season's over. Chiefs aren't trying to lose any more games. They need to get on the road for the playoffs. You can feast on Seattle. I call Chiefs by 2 touchdowns at least.
Wow, eh?
Beat down City.
Wow. What do you got in this one, Wells?
The Skeet Hawks.
Wow. Why are we on the same page this week? Again. I'm also picking the Seahawks. Chiefs. I don't want to say Andy Reid has gotten stupid after Thanksgiving. Because they're still putting up points. It's just...
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's so true, though.
I bloody hate that you guys right
I don't know why. It's just so true.
Seahawks definitely coming in form. Yes, they did lose in overtime last week.
To the 49ers.
To the 49ers.
So they're going to be pissed off.
Oh, yeah. They're going to be pissed off.
It's a division game. These games are tough.
This is not a division game.
The one last
Oh, yes, it was. Sorry. And the 49ers always play the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Tough
game.
So
I'm
also on the Seahawks. And
pick your pen back up, sir, because we're calling an audible on that Colts game, which I don't know why that's even there.
Because he just wanted the Colts to win. He's riding the train.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, they're fighting for the playoffs. Anyway, go on.
We're going to go to the Green Bay Packers at the Jets. The spread is -3 for Green Bay.
Packers at Jets.
Mm-hmm. Who are you going to take?
How are we picking this game?
Packers at Jets. Jets are 4-10 on the year. They lost last week?
Yeah, to Houston.
Packers. Sorry, what was this?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because it was an important game. Why would we pick that game?
Well,
Washington's going to Tennessee. That's an important game.
No, it's a -10 spread, dude. This
He's
is a close game.
Yeah, he's going with the closest spread.
Okay.
Sorry, what was the spread again? Excuse me. Sorry.
3.
-3 for
-3?
the Packers.
Packers on the road.
I'm going with the Packers. I know who he's going to pick, so I'm going with the Packers. Though. I just think the Jets haven't shown me anything that I'm like that makes me want to say yes. I'm going to pick them.
Well, they hung with the Texans and should have beat them that game, but the Texans came back in the 4th and won.
Texans kicked 800 field goals.
Yeah, Kaimi.
Aaron Rodgers statement game. They're going to pound them.
Sam Darnold statement game. Give me the Jets.
Sam Darnold's the starter next year.
Packers are done. Packers are done. They've packed it in. No pun intended. And I just think the Jets, Sam Darnold still got some stuff to prove as rookie quarterback. He looked great last week against one of the best defenses in the league. I think he steamrolls Green Bay. Like they win by 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lock
it up.
All right.
I'm taking the +8 Green Bay.
You want to make a Pro Bowl ticket for us?
+8? What?
What?
It's -3.
I know, but you take the the Pro Line tickets, you can do +4 and +8. I take the +8 for Green Bay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it, man. Just give him that money.
You want to make a Pro Line ticket for the people there?
Yeah, I got
Wait. How did you do last week, Smith?
He doesn't know.
I didn't write
I see you looking at his screen, and he knows he didn't write anything down.
You know what? I might have wrote it down and erased it, actually.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't write it down.
I cleared it out.
Remember that was the week you turned around to Wells and go, can you repeat what you said? And I said, listen back to the podcast, you'll find out.
Yeah.
Clearly you didn't.
Anyway, you lost last week.
Anyway. Go on, go on, sir.
Starting this off, I got the Browns on Pro Line right now. It's 7.5, but it's actually -9 on the books. The Browns. Mm-hmm. So if you can get that 7.5 as soon as you can, get it. Dallas -7. I think after that loss and they're coming back at home against a really crappy Bucks team, I think they'll win by more than a touch. I think they're going to win by 2 touchdowns.
Sorry, did you say the Browns were -7? You said
they're -7.5 on Pro Line.
Oh, I see -9.
I just said that. I said they're -7 right now on Pro Line.
Next thing you said.
Get it right now because it's at -9
Oh,
on the
okay.
books.
Sorry, excuse me. I just heard the first part you said. Sorry.
Dallas -7. I think they win by 2 touchdowns because they're coming off a loss. They're playing at home. They need that division win. They need to win the division. So, Pats -13 against the Bills. Again, same thing. They've lost 2 in a row. Now they're going home after 2 weeks on the road. So I think they're going to be pissed off. -13. Houston +2 against the Eagles. Again, it's only -1 right now on the books, but +2 on Pro Line. And any -9, I think they cover that pretty easy against the Giants. They need to win that game as well. So I'm looking at teams that have reasons to win. The Browns, I mean, they're still alive in the playoffs technically. So I mean, I also Cincy's defense is absolutely terrible. Dallas needs to win division. The Pats are looking for a statement game to get home field advantage in the playoffs. Houston, same deal. They want to get that first round bye, so I think they win outright. And Indy, they're trying to get into the playoffs. So these are all teams that have something to play for. That's why I'm taking them.
Sweet. Hope we can win the people some money.
Hopefully.
So we're going to leave you holding onto the mic because we also got your top 5.
Yes, you do. And since we're winding down 2018, I thought I would do a top list of something from 2018. Top 5 songs that came out in 2018.
Ooh,
a music one.
Yeah, I don't really do that much.
Usually leave the music to Smythe, and he gives us crappy selections, but usually that's his thing. But anyway,
great playlist.
Anyway, let's go. Let's continue with your top 5.
Now, after I made this list, I was like, I have 2 songs on here that feature Lil Pump. So I guess take this with a grain of salt, but he came out with some bangers this year. So.
I think I know one song.
I know what song is already.
Yeah, so number 5 is Welcome to the Party. It's from the Deadpool soundtrack. Diplo, French Montana, Lil Pump, and some chick, I don't know who. So I found myself playing this a lot. Number 4, I Love It with Kanye and Lil Pump.
I knew that was coming.
Great song.
You're
Great
such
song. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, see? Everyone knows that one. Great music video, too. Number 3 is Losing It by Fisher. It's like an EDM song. It's very high tempo, bangs a lot. It's really good.
I'll take your word for that one.
Yeah. Number 2, This Is America by Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also another great video. I mean, I love anything that Gambino puts out. And this is a song it came out, I think in like May, so I'm still playing it a lot.
Now he does good. He's a good actor. He's good music. Does he do anything great though?
It's a great writer. 30 Rock.
Yeah, won an Emmy for that.
Oh, did he win the Emmy, or was he the head writer?
He was one of the writers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I don't know if he was a head writer. That's what I was like. Whatever. Anyway.
Any guess what number one might be?
Drake and
No.
It's Wells' Bliss. It's Wells' top 5.
I know, but that's a hot song. What's the song about?
Not the top 5. It's Wells' top 5.
Because we're also making. Oh, what's that song called?
I will say that this song is on
Kiki.
the best album of the year, which I talked about on the Zero Series podcast. We did best albums of the year. And
coming out next week.
Yes, and this song is on that album because that album is the best album of the year.
You heard the podcast. What would it be, Smite?
No, you heard some of it. You didn't listen to the whole thing.
First of all, he's saying something that's going to come out next week. So the fans have no idea what clue this is.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just also saying it's like part of the best album of the year.
All right, go on. Give it.
It's "Stop Trying to Be God" by Travis Scott. Yeah, that's it.
I can't remember the song. I know I heard the album. I just can't remember.
There's like a harmonica in it. The video is really trippy. It's really good. This whole album is really good. I wish I could just give the number one to the album. So,
all right,
that's where you stand on it.
Yeah,
that is
put on a Spotify playlist for us so we can hear the song.
There's your top 5, and that's going to go up on Instagram, so you guys can give it a little reminder.
Actually, if I were to link, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure something.
You just make a playlist. Put the team.
No, I got an idea. I'll put it on my Instagram, and then you can
I can
transfer
put
it
to the story.
Yeah,
I'll put it to the story. So
with the Spotify links in it. So
sweet. That's Wells' top 5. Good top 5. There's Smith.
That was pretty good. You know why? It's
again, Lil Pump twice.
Yeah. It's the songs I can listen to that I haven't listened to some in a while.
You're not really into hip hop right now, though. Would you say, Smith?
I am. Just good stuff. This is America. I play it a lot. Mm-hmm. The song's great. Little Pump, not so much. The Kanye, I love Kanye though. I listen to all the Kanye stuff, so I love it. Is on my playlist.
Oh, the kids hip hop, I would say.
Yeah,
you're not really into
the cool kid stuff.
The cool kid stuff, you're not really into. Anyway, good top 5. Let's finish this out with a bit of rapid fire. We basically beat all these things to death, but let's talk about the Habs. My beloved Habs. Still holding to a playoff spot. I didn't see this coming for the year. Let's see if they can hold this out. They've basically changed their entire style, the way they play the game now. Because now they go more with the young kids, and they're more run and gun now. I thought Shea Weber would have slowed them down coming in, but he's actually helped them out. He's not the quickest of foot, though.
He's not slight of foot.
He's not quick as a foot. But he definitely is helping them out quite a bit. It seems, and Carey Price is kind of up and down on his year. We were talking about a little bit of that in the group chat there. Was like his save percentage went up last month, but then it came falling back down because I don't even think he's in the top 20 of save percentages among goalies.
Well, we had a confidence issue at the start of the year. But more importantly, you now have solid defense behind him, so he's facing less shots. Montreal's controlling the puck more. You have a better team. I don't want to say Shea Weber is as advertised.
I don't know if they have a better team. They have a quicker, younger team.
Quicker, they're younger. They control the puck more.
Max Domi, Tatar. All those guys are scoring, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I did not expect this.
Well, and they're a responsible hockey team now. They don't make dumb mistakes. Those stuff that's over. Now you're going to beat them because you have more talent than them. And as good as they're playing, they're not the most talented team in the league, right? The teams that have great talent can steamroll them over, but they're just no more errors. The young guys, it's the young man's league now. The old guys are taking a sidestep to the youth, and Montreal's got some good youth going. So, and Carey Price, if he's facing less than 30 a game, he can probably stop most of them.
Not all the way true in this whole the entire year. Again, he's been up and down on this with his save percentage. Anything? You want to touch on this with the Habs, Wells? No.
I got nothing about the Habs. I don't care about them, man.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not Leafs. He doesn't want to talk about them. Right? Apparently,
what do you want to talk about when it comes to the Habs? Like Carey Price still sucks, man. He barely has a 900 save percentage. Like that's with a good December. So last year he was terrible, and he was 900 save percentage. So
year one of this 10-year deal. If I was them, I would be looking to trade Carey Price right now.
No one's going to take
No
him.
one's gonna take him for that much.
Someone's got to take him. Somebody with nothing to. Somebody has to take him. And this is a tough guy. His cap hits 10.
10.
That was so stupid when they signed him. It was dumb.
Yeah.
I was shaking. I'm like 10 years.
Everyone else was doing it. They figured they should do it too.
Just dumb.
Team's boring, man.
Are they boring?
They're not boring.
Yeah, they're boring.
No, they're not boring because they're not at least scoring 100 points a game, 100 goals a game. They're not.
At least
boring.
don't even do that anymore.
Yeah,
It's
they're
fun
not-
to watch.
6 tonight.
There's like okay, let's say I'm a Habs fan, right?
Yes.
And I'm going to a game in their crappy arena, the Centre Bell. What jersey?
arena, you
What
say?
what jersey am I putting on? And what am I like? Who am I cheering for?
You're wearing
As far as players are concerned,
You're wearing a Carey Price jersey.
you're right. Why?
Why not?
He's not a good goalie.
Wearing a Shea Weber jersey.
Why?
Why not?
Shea Weber's their best player.
Max
can't
Domi's
wear
their best
Tatar
player.
jersey
Max
yet.
Domi's their best player.
You can't wear a Domi jersey yet.
Did you hear what you just said?
What?
Max Domi's their best player.
That's what I
So
said.
that's the point. I'm trying to make.
Talent-wise, they're not good. They're no longer making mistakes.
Hey, they're holding on to a playoff. They're holding on to a playoff spot.
Well, by a point.
Is that going to last all year?
Holding on.
Yeah. Is
for
that going
dear
to last?
life.
Is that going to last all year? I don't think so.
For dear life. Although they did win that trade with the
Yeah, they call
Domi for
Galchenyuk.
Galchenyuk. So good for them.
Good for them. Did you guys watch the game? The Habs game last?
Nope.
yesterday? Against Colorado. Man,
I would never watch a Habs game unless they were playing the Leafs.
against Colorado. Smythe, do you know who has the most goals in the NHL? Sorry, not goals. Points. You know who has the most points in the NHL?
Right now?
Yeah.
No.
Come on, man.
I was going to say Mitch Marner, but I
No.
don't want.
Mitch Marner's not even top 5.
Nice.
No. Do you know? I know you know. Wells
Yeah.
knows. You want to give them to people? Or
Oh,
no?
Mikko Rantanen.
Mikko Rantanen. You know, second? McKinnon. Both on the same line. These guys are scoring like crazy. I think they have. I think they're scoring something like 50% of the Colorado's goals on that one line.
Yeah.
A little bit over. Like that line. I watched the Montreal game last night, and that man, they can move. Mikko Rantanen came in and he's like, just boom, right to the net. No one can beat him. It's crazy.
I kind of wonder how McKinnon fell under the radar and the best player in the league talk.
Well, he was a first overall pick, right? So
We've skipped him already and gone to McDavid.
Mm-hmm.
We still have Crosby's the best, and McDavid has the next one. But McKinnon's
Do we have Crosby as next?
no, he is the one right now. And then
That's kind of like
Connor
giving him
McDavid.
No, you said Sid. Did I say Sid?
yeah, Sid's the best. Everyone will tell you right now Sid's still the best player in the league.
Would they?
Yeah, and
I see a lot of people saying David.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even- I
McDavid's
didn't
the
think-
best player in the league.
I wouldn't even give Sid second.
I wouldn't either, but I'm just saying what people say. Like hockey enthusiasts, whatever. The point is though, McKinnon gets overlooked, and has he had a poor season? Has he scored under 90?
I don't remember. But
Yeah, well, I mean,
this year is great.
last year was his first year over 90. Last year was his first year over 70.
What was that second year?
No, he's in his 6th year right now.
All right, well, he sucked before that. That's why.
Well, it took him time to come on board, and now he's playing. Yeah, so Colorado. If you guys haven't seen, I'm surprised Corey didn't even mention this to us in the group
Corey's
chat. I didn't know. I didn't know till last night. I was like, oh, and I started looking up stats. I'm like, oh, these guys are great. They're fantastic.
Tearing this league up.
They're in the league up. My thinking noises.
is that?
My thinking noises, man. My thinking noises. Ariza to the Wizards.
How's that working out?
Ariza to the. Is it a good trade?
No, they
How's
got
that
rid of
working
Oubre.
out
I
for
don't
the
know why they
Wizards?
made it. Once it fell through the first time, they should have let it die.
I think I know why they did it. So there's only 1 year left on Ariza's deal.
Yeah,
What? I thought he just signed with Phoenix.
he signed a 1 year though.
Signed a 1 year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
1 year because it's Phoenix. Who commits there?
Yeah. So he signed a 1 year deal with Phoenix. Who else wanted Ariza?
Houston?
No.
Lakers.
Now, could they be trying to position themselves to trade Wall and Ariza to Lakers?
Get rid of that contract.
Wow.
You can't put it dollar for dollar. You can't even.
No, they'd have to
make
give.
the
They'd have to
trade
give
happen.
a lot. But could they have done that? Because I can't think of another reason why they did it
All your talent
for
is
1 year.
all the talent's on first year deals in the Lakers. The Lakers would have to trade LeBron
Yeah,
James
they
to
did
make
on
it work.
purpose. Yeah, they did it on purpose.
There's nothing they could do to make this trade work.
They basically have to trade their whole team,
Yeah, you're right. Salary wise, they have to trade everything.
or get a third team involved.
Yeah, exactly. That has all the salary.
So
make this
it might
trade.
be a stretch, but I was thinking to myself, why would they do this?
I don't think Trevor Ariza is worth putting all that effort into to acquire.
But it's another, like, it's a nugget, right? It's like,
Yeah.
we'll give you a Ariza plus Wall type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to sweeten the pot, because I don't think anyone's going to take Wall.
No.
So,
It's a good GM move. Your GM brain right there, as it's working, that's a brilliant idea. I just don't think the Lakers would take that kind of risk because you already have Lonzo Ball. You bring John Wall in that situation, unless you're going to move Lonzo Ball, which I would do. But
if I was Lakers, I wouldn't even think about it. Like,
No.
we don't need a reason that bad.
Yeah.
To get rid of our entire team.
And Rivers got traded, and he already got cut.
They were just like, we don't really want him.
This league's so broken, man.
So Rivers, is it broken, or is it just so easy to get rid of guys?
Yeah.
So Rivers got traded from the Clippers to the Wizards. The Wizards played him an hour, and decided they don't want him. Traded him to the Suns. The Suns didn't even don't even unpack your bags. You're not staying.
Yeah, seriously.
And they cut him. I'm pretty sure he's still in Washington. He didn't even get a chance to leave.
He's probably headed right back to the Clippers.
I don't think he can go back to the Clippers. He can't go back to the Clippers. And that's the only
Dad?
place. That's the only place he's gonna.
Dad.
He is lucky his dad was the coach of the Clippers because who's gonna pick him up?
But he's gonna take a buyout, so who cares?
Yeah, he's gonna have his money. That's
And then
fine.
he's gonna go play for a minimum deal. Probably the Clippers.
Where?
Clippers.
Clippers aren't gonna take him. I guarantee the Clippers aren't gonna take him.
You don't play him.
No, because his dad's not GM anymore.
So
It's Jerry West. Jerry West is too smart for that, man. Trust me, Jerry
Dad.
West.
I'm falling on that rabbit hole again.
Jerry West is way too smart for that. I don't know where he's gonna play.
I think he's done in the league. Just doesn't shoot the ball well. At his height, he's got to shoot at 40% from three to have a job in this league.
He was a good defender at one point, but
Yeah.
that didn't last very long.
There's no such thing as defense anymore.
Pittsburgh Penguins, they're not dead yet.
Nope.
Not dead yet. After you declared them in the beginning of the year that they're done.
Finished.
Did you guys watch that game last night?
No.
Washington against Pence. It
Yeah,
was pretty exciting.
I watched a bit. But here's the thing. I'm going to say something. We talk a lot about NHL teams, about how good teams are, how much they have a chance. The winner of the Washington-Pittsburgh series has won the Stanley Cup the last 3 seasons. Everybody else we talk about...
Wait, sorry. Say it again.
The winner of the Washington-Pittsburgh series has won the Stanley Cup the last 3 seasons.
So if they meet in the playoffs...
They will. They have to. In the second round.
Well, the way that... No. Okay.
Whoever
okay.
wins that series has won the Stanley Cup the last 3 years. That's how good these two teams are. Okay?
I'm so shocked that that's true. That's a true.
It is true.
That's pretty
We
shocking.
talk about a bunch of other teams, but at the end of the day, the league goes through this series. Are both teams going to win again this year? They are.
Yeah.
They are. Let's face it. I love the fact they hate each other. I think that's fun. Tom Wilson, who did he knock out as soon as that thing started? That was insane.
Yeah.
Did you hear the story behind it?
Well, I heard him chirping back and forth. I didn't actually listen to the whole story behind it.
Before the game, I don't know if it was a coach one that said that Wilson was afraid of whoever the guy is that got knocked out. Puck drops. The guy in Pittsburgh runs and hits the guy right away. Tom Wilson goes over there and knocks him out of the game. Mm-hmm. This is the first period. And then Crosby told Ovechkin to go fight whoever the guys in Pittsburgh knocked out. And Ovechkin told Crosby to fight him. And shut your mouth. And then they played hockey.
And these guys were both chatting on the bench.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a pretty crazy game. It was pretty exciting. That's I guess a truism, man.
Of all the teams we talk about, it doesn't matter apparently.
That's why I always say I'm like the Leafs. It's not a cakewalk, man. It's not a foregone conclusion where people are they're on making them. I don't know. I don't see it. But anyway,
how scary is the path to the finals? It's potentially,
especially for them.
Unless you get the Sabres. I would love to draw the Sabres in the first round of the playoffs this year. Love it.
Jim Dolan created some news saying that he was not going to. He's not poo-pooing the idea of him selling the Knicks. Poo-pooing the idea of him selling the Knicks. So right now, Jim Dolan owns the Liberty, the Rangers, and the Knicks.
Will a team pay $3.5 billion in New York Knicks?
3.5. I think it's more than that. The Clippers went for 2.
Do you think anyone in their right minds would pay for that team that much money?
They arguably make the most money in the NBA. Arguably. Maybe Lakers, but yeah, they probably make the most money.
Do you think anyone?
How? How do
they sell out
they're in the Garden.
every time?
Tickets for the Garden.
Every game,
it's like Leafs tickets.
It's like Leafs tickets.
Yeah,
they sell out all the time. And they're probably one of the highest paid tickets in the league.
But do you think?
I know you're making that face, but you live in Toronto, so you understand how how that works.
Yep.
Dude, they suck.
Exactly. And how long did the Leafs suck for?
Yep.
And they sold out every game. It's the same concept.
No one in their right mind is putting up that kind of money.
Are you kidding me?
No way.
If they went on sale tomorrow,
Yeah.
guys that team would probably go for at least $7 billion.
Yeah. No way.
And guys would pay for that. No problem.
Don't think so.
No problem. It prints money, and then you can sell it again.
Do every. It's like real estate. You can just buy it, fix it up, sell it up.
Now I don't believe Jim Dolan. He's not selling. He's not going to sell that team, even though the Knicks fan base would love it if he sold the team.
I don't think he cares.
This is one thing about owners. This is what you have to understand about owners and stuff. Without their team that they own, it's the same thing that goes for Jerry Jones and stuff like that. Especially if this is a single owner. Without that team, they're nobody.
Yeah, they're out the mix.
Jim Dolan, without that team,
I mean,
he's just another billionaire.
He still has more teams, but
yeah, but no one's really talking about him except maybe in the NHL. But yeah, without that team, nothing. Nobody's talking about him.
Does he own Madison Square Garden?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't own Madison Square Garden. I know for he doesn't own Madison Square Garden. It's that thing's been like forever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who owns it, but it's not Jim Dolan.
Yeah, because everyone who plays out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think to be honest, I think the league's probably like, you know what? Don't put the team for sale, because right now we have a good thing going with our last team selling for $2 billion. Don't put your team up and have a problem with it, because
no, people will buy the team. It's New York. It's one thing. Two teams I know would sell is Lakers and the Knicks. 100%. It's the same thing like in the NHL. The Leafs would sell. Montreal would sell. Like those things are just things that's going to happen. Speaking of owners, Eugene Melnyk. This has been going on for the last probably month and a half now. Him and his business partner have been going back and forth. They actually have a lawsuit against each other.
Yeah.
So Eugene Melnyk has been wanting a stadium for the Ottawa Senators for I don't know how long. The Ottawa Senators play out in Canada, excuse me, which I think is 45 minutes away from actual Ottawa. Basically playing in the suburbs, and he wants to build downtown. Have you seen the drawings for this building?
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's on the water and everything.
Fantastic.
Now, the people who actually want to build the building, they do not want Eugene Melnyk to own the team. They want to get the team from him to build this stadium. Basically, Eugene Melnyk, it's been reported that he wants to go into a building, not to pay rent, and not to pay a dime to build this thing. That's Eugene Melnyk's whole stand.
So
the fight has gone back and forth. So the city of Ottawa has basically said, neither of you guys can have this land, and they're going to do something else with it now. So they basically lost that spot that they were going to build the building.
So what the deal is, I heard where they got hitched was on the revenues generated from the arena. So the partner was going to put the arena together, and the first idea was 50-50. Mm-hmm. Now the team that's doing the building were like, no, we'll keep all of that. You'll keep the hot good revenue, and we'll keep the bars, the sales, all that stuff, which obviously Eugene Melnyk said no to.
And he'll be a tenant in the building.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Eugene Melnyk first said that he doesn't want any part of any arena where he wouldn't have at least half of the revenues from everything. It doesn't make fiscal sense for him.
Well, it does, because you can't build the arena.
Right. So I heard now that he's open to renting and not owning a percentage of it, he just wants that arena.
Oh, you heard he's open to renting?
Open. I don't know if he's going to do it. I just heard now he's changed his tone on it because the fact that the deal's going to fall through completely, and now the government or the city's getting in and saying, okay, we're just going to turn it into whatever, rec center, race course, or out of it. He's willing now to part with whatever aspect that he was being so uptight about. But to be honest, saving this team is building this arena in the downtown core, whether he gets the extra revenue or not.
Well, it seems like Eugene is like a stubborn guy, so I'm like, I don't know.
Money's money. Millions of dollars.
This is another thing where it's like you wish that guy didn't own the team, and that's basically what happens. It's like, but he's not giving up a team, and basically NHL is not they haven't stepped into this at all. So
how do you feel, Wells?
Wasn't saying anything in like 20 minutes.
I don't know, like, do you just
20 minutes?
Do you just not have
20 minutes?
Just not have an opinion on this stuff?
I don't care about Eugene Melnyk. I don't care about the Senators, man.
So okay,
I agree though. They should like that city needs that team to play somewhere other than where they play, which is in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. We were talking earlier about how we like how the convenience of going to a game, right? Like, because we live downtown and all the stuff's right there. Like, I don't understand why they need
sport. Yeah, stubbornness, right?
Well, there's not the money to build downtown. That's where it all starts.
I know, but like,
so now, do you think he should give up revenues to have the arena built though, and just take his hockey related?
When you're rich, you don't want to lose any
he's not
money.
gonna give up anything. That's the whole thing, right? If you were in his, would you want to give up revenues?
Yeah. So to save the arena deal, he is willing to give up revenue.
But like, it's also like I don't know, man. He doesn't even live in Ottawa. He doesn't even care about Ottawa, right? So he doesn't get it. He doesn't grasp
lived in
it.
Barbados for the past 60 years. There's just papers that come on his desk in the morning.
This goes back to what I said about James Dolan, right? Because without that Ottawa Senators, who is he? Yeah. He's no one. Bob McCowan is not calling up Eugene Melnyk to talk on his radio show if he does not own the Ottawa Senators, right? Type thing. So it's like,
but like,
he's nobody without that.
He's sitting on a beach with his head behind his back, and someone brings him the phone. Hi, it's the people in Ottawa again. They're talking about the arena. just make one. It's so funny.
Yeah. How much money is it going to cost? This much? No.
Yeah, I'm not paying that.
The city should build it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's basically what he wants. He wants somebody else to build the arena, and he takes all the revenue.
Mind you, he's the only.
That's what rich people do.
Yeah, he's the only major sports team in Ottawa. If he takes that team and goes elsewhere,
major.
If he takes that team and goes elsewhere, Ottawa will be devastated.
This is one thing. Okay,
he knows
actually know why it doesn't happen, but it happened before. But I don't know why. What's stopping you as an individual owner from moving a team?
It's a 4-hour drive to Quebec City. He's still in Barbados. I don't know why he hasn't done it years ago.
Now, what has to happen is, and this has happened in football. Now, what has to happen is, in every sport, the board of governors, meaning all the other owners, have to sit down and vote it. They have to approve it. But in football, I have known that teams moving have not been approved. The Rams wasn't approved.
No, they don't care.
And I don't think when the Browns went to Baltimore, that wasn't approved. They just packed up and left.
The difference is in the NFL, you virtually own your team. The owners association can say whatever they want. You own the team. You do as you please with it. NHL is not like
I've always wondered that. I'm like, why don't you just, who cares what they say? Just move. It's your team.
NBA and the NHL can kibosh and say you can't compete in this league if you move this team. From moving it?
Yeah.
You can't compete.
Well, they're voted. Yeah, they're voted. I don't know what's stopping them. Because essentially what all these teams are 32 or how many teams, separate businesses.
Yeah.
Which do share some revenues.
No, because
it's funny to me. It's just,
how many teams would have moved to Newmarket in the NHL right now? Voters be damned.
None.
I would in a heartbeat.
No.
If you're in Arizona,
they would love to move to Toronto, not to Newmarket.
Well, Newmarket's close enough.
It's the same thing as Connecticut. It's the same thing as Connecticut.
No. Population-wise, it's not.
What's the population of Canada?
What?
What's the population of Canada in Ottawa?
I don't know. 60,000 people, maybe? Maybe?
What's the population of Markham?
Way more than that. You have Markham, you have Newmarket, Richmond Hill, Vaughan, all that area.
Why would you? We just talked about this. If you own a professional team, you want to be downtown. You want to be.
I know, but if you can't be downtown, you have the population up there of a Winnipeg, of a Calgary. There's just enough people there to host a team.
No, if I can't have a team downtown,
117,000.
No, okay. If I can't have a team downtown, I don't want a team. I don't want it. You would build an arena in Markham. Get ready to lose a lot of money.
No.
Get ready to lose a lot of money.
Just like how LA has 4 teams of everything, you can have 2 teams in Toronto.
They're all downtown. They're all downtown.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
They're not.
3 teams play in the same arena. They're all downtown.
Almost like where the Chargers play, or where like Golden State plays.
The Chargers play in they don't even play in LA. They play in Carson City.
What state is that? State is that?
It's still California, but they don't play in LA.
Yeah, you're right.
It's Carson City. You want to talk to something else about the NHL?
No, my point already.
What was it?
Washington, Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's what you wanted to say. All right. Anything else you want to get off your chest, Wells? I know you haven't spoken in like the last half hour.
Are you okay, Wells? He was so happy to start for Christmas. Look at him now. He's just like...
I'm just pulling your chain.
I'm just pulling your chain. Come on, Wells.
You got everything off your chest?
Something, Wells?
Now, next week...
No, hold on. Wells said a bunch of hot takes this week.
Oh, yeah. What was your hot take?
And he's giving me none of them.
Yeah, you got a hot take.
You need a platform, sir.
Tune into episode 52 of Horseplay for the hot take.
That was your hot take? Or you haven't said anything?
I was just saying how Kawhi is better than... Or the Raptors better without Kawhi.
See, and that's why I said I shouldn't listen to Horseplay.
Get at me. Don't at me. They are better without him.
Technically, they are record-wise, but they're not a better team without Kawhi. Because last night, Kawhi was their best player.
Their plus minus is not better.
He didn't hit a key shot to win the game, though.
Yeah, Fred VanVleet didn't play good the whole game, except for the fourth.
Came out when it mattered.
3 of 5 in the fourth quarter, enough to win the game.
Yeah, we've talked enough Raptors and Leafs, so we'll leave that for next season. So next week we're not here, taking a little Christmas break, but we still got a pod for you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're not gonna leave you without a dope pod to step to. So it's Wells and back by popular demand. Shout out Seb, shout out Benson. They're back with a special pod, so tune in for that. Were you on this pod?
Nope.
No, you were not on this pod. But so 3 of them. Tune in for that next week, and we will be back in the new year with episode 50.
Big 5-0.
Yep, the big 5-0. We're getting old, guys.
Getting old.
We are getting old. We're getting up there.
Been around for a long time.
I know, man. So we'll be back in the new year, guys. We got a bunch of other pods too. We got a bunch of Zero series that we're gonna come out with you guys. I'll release those slowly. And that's it. I want to tell people where they can find us, Smith?
You can find the Team Podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and everywhere that you get your popular podcasts. Also, follow us on our favorite social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and my personal favorite, Tumblr.
Can you fix Tumblr and Twitter, please?
Wells is a black guy on Tumblr.
Can you? I'm going to watch you do it. Can you just fix those, please?
Why can't Wells be a black guy on Tumblr?
Just fix them.
Wells is a black
on
guy
Tumblr and Twitter, it's still Jomo.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been over a year.
And your own Twitter, it's still Jomo.
Is it?
Yes.
Damn,
fix those, please, man.
Rough.
Jesus, man.
Shout outs to Joe Green.
Yeah, shout out to Joe Green. Wells.
Yeah.
Horseplay
Podcast, man. We just dropped episode 52. There's a lot of sizzling takes on there from myself and DeFeo. Yeah, you can find that on iTunes. Just search for Horseplay Podcast.
Who's one of your Pro Bowl bet right now?
Pro Bowl?
Sorry, Pro Bowl. What? Bowl
tough,
season. Bowl season bets. You guys are betting on the Bulls and.
I am 3-4, and DeFeo is 5-2.
Ooh.
But we have a bowl game going on right now, which actually I should check and see what the score is.
Yeah, and it should be a big shakeup this week because there's pretty
9
much
games.
a bowl game every day.
Yeah, 4 games on Saturday. Right now, DeFeo has Marshall. They're up 31-20. Ooh. But it's right now he could go to 6-2, and I'd go to 3-5.
Now DeFeo is a Saturday football watcher, so
yeah,
you might have a little bit advantage on you.
Yeah, we're gonna have another episode before the holidays, and then I'll be gone for a bit.
All right, tune into that. See the love we give on Horseplay, Smith. See the love we give to them.
I think we give too much.
See the love we give them.
Too much love.
They did mention my name last week, though.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. Actually said my name.
Not me.
And of course, you can find all this podcast goodness on theparkdaily.com. Please check us out. That helps us a lot. You can basically find all this stuff in one spot at theparkdaily.com. Not to mention everything else, but catch us where you can catch us. And we are out.
Bye.
No, play that theme song.
Oh, sorry. Hit him with that theme song.
Nash Wells is Smythe host of the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.